My dear student, I am going to teach you now the next topic in profitability, that is annual cost. Okay, already I have discussed about the methods that from which we can calculate the profitability, just like rate of return, payback period, all these things. Okay, and now I am going to discuss about the annual cost. Okay, it's also one of the important methods to calculate the profitability, or if you are going to compare two assets and which is more attractive for the investment purpose, then this is a method that you can use. Okay, now if you will see where we can use this method. Okay, so just understand, if the service life of two assets or two capital is going to be different, means just like understand one thing, if you are assuming a capital or an asset A having a service life is 10 years and an asset B having a service life of 15 years, then it would be inappropriate to calculate to compare the assets or where you want to going to invest the capital on the basis of net present value. Okay, so it would be inappropriate for that. Okay, so to avoid this mistake, we will use the annual cost method for the selection of our selection of our project, so that we can invest the amount of money on that particular project. Okay, so if you want to define the annual cost, I am writing the definition. So you can define annual cost the cost of an asset per year for owing and operating. The cost of an asset owing and operating, okay, per year is called the annual cost. Okay, now already I have told you, if you will assume, I am just assuming an asset A and asset B, okay, having its service life is equals to 10 years and having its service life is equals to 20 years. Okay, now it would be inappropriate to judge the project where we can invest the money and which project will be more attractive according to the basis of net present worth. So to avoid this mistake, we go to calculate the annual cost method, and the object or the assets having less annual cost, that will be more attractive as compared to the asset having more annual cost. Okay, so on that basis we will be calculating these things. Now understand one thing, in annual cost method what we used to do, generally I am letting you to understand with the help of an example. If you will understand, if there is an asset A, okay, now having service life n is equals to 10 years, understand, having service life is equals to n equals 10 equals, and now for A you are just placing at n is equals to 0 an amount of 10,000 of rupees. Now what will happen, you have to calculate this 10,000 rupees in an annual way. So if you want to calculate this in annualized cost, then what will you do, there will be some cash inflow every year at n is equals to 1, at n is equals to 2, at n is equals to 3, at n is equals to 4. Okay, just like if you are getting annual cash flow of R every year up to 10 years, then if you will think here, then what will happen, if you are going to convert all these R, value of R in the present value at n is equals to 0, at n is equals to 0, then what will happen, after converting all the cash flow in its present value, and if you are going to add the present value of all the cash flow at n is equals to 0, then you will be getting the original amount of money that you are going to invest for a particular asset A. Okay, so just try to understand how will we convert. So if you will see, then how this 10,000 rupees get equalized or get distributed in a series of payment, you will see in annualized cost method, a particular amount and original amount, the original amount of an asset is going to be in cash flow, in the form of in cash flow in a series of payment. Okay, here you will see there is a value of r at n is equals to 1, value of r at n is equals to 2, value of r at n is equals to 3. You are getting the value of r amount, that is a series of payment in a particular year, and if you are going to convert all these the value of r in a present value, then after adding all these value you will be getting the initial amount of that asset. How will we do? Just understand one thing. So if you want to calculate, just understand, I am taking let's suppose let the original amount of an asset A is equals to P. I am assuming the original amount of asset A is equals to P. Now the service life of an service life, I am writing service life, that is equals to n years. Service life of this asset is n years. Now if you want to calculate the annual cost of this particular original amount throughout the whole n life service for the service life of n years, then you can calculate with the help of a formula, and it will follow the concept of annuity. Okay, it will follow the concept of annuity, and if rate of interest that is equals to I, then you can calculate P is equals to R into 1 plus I का whole की power n minus 1 upon I multiplied with 1 plus I का whole की power n. This is one of the important formula because it will follow the concept of annuity. Why? Because each and every year you are getting some cash flow to the project, and generally what you are doing right now, you are doing only, you are just converting this value of P in annual cost. Okay, each and every year how much amount of money that you have to invest, okay, for this for throughout the whole service life of n years for a particular assets. Okay, so if you will see, then I am just writing here P is, already I have written P is the original amount of the assets, and n is service life of an asset, and R is the annual cash flow. Okay, annual cash flow, you can assume it the annual cost for that particular asset that is getting inflow for the project. Okay, so here I am writing R is annual cash flow. Okay, here R will be annual cash flow. My dear student, understand one thing. What used to happen here, just what I am telling you, it's a very simple thing. If you will convert this R into its present value, then how will you convert? Just I am writing here, this is R, this is R, this is R. So I am just trying to convert this R into its present value. So for first year, if you will write, for first year, the present value of R is equals to what? R upon 1 plus I का whole की power 1. For second year, the present value of R, again there is a cash flow of R in the project, then that will be equal to R upon 1 plus I का whole की power square. So if you are going to calculate for n year, then you will be getting value of present value of R is equals to R upon 1 plus I का whole की power n. Now what I am trying to tell you, it's a very simple thing. If you are going to add all these things, because already you have converted all this cash flow in its present value, now if you will add all these things, then what will you get? I am just roughing it out. Then you will get a value. Okay, so you will get a value. I am just going to do the sum of this particular thing. I am summing it out. Then you will get R upon 1 plus I plus R upon 1 plus I का whole square plus R upon 1 plus I cube plus dot R upon 1 plus I whole n. Okay, so now my dear student, what is this value? This is a term, that is a GP, and this will give you the value of present worth. Okay, so here what I am trying to do, I am just converting all the value of cash flow in its present value, and I am just adding all the sum of this present value, and it will give you the present value of the asset. Okay, so this is the present value of asset A. Okay, so if you will calculate, if you will solve this, then you will be getting P equals to R into 1 plus I whole की power n minus 1 upon I multiplied with 1 plus I whole की power n. So this is the derivation part in the annualized cost. Okay. Now understand one thing. I will tell you later on with the help of an example. Then it will be very clear to all of you to understand how you will calculate the annualized cost. I think up to this it's very easy to calculate annualized cost already. If the cash flow is you can see the cash flow at n is equals to 1 year, at n is equals to 2 year, at n is equals to 3 year, at n is equals to 4 year, at n is equals to n year. Each and every year you are getting a cash flow in the project is R. Then you are going to convert this cash flow into its present value, and after summation of all these present value at n is equals to 0, then it will give you the original cost or original present value of all the assets. Okay. So if it will be given, then you can calculate the present value. If present value will be given, then you can calculate the value of R. So somewhere you can see this formula can be written in this way. Okay, I am just going to derive this formula in some another way. This formula can be written in this way also. That's why R is equals to P multiplied with I multiplied with 1 plus I whole की power n upon 1 plus I whole की power n minus 1. Now if you will divide 1 plus I on the numerator denominator, then you will get P into I upon what 1 minus 1 plus I का whole की power minus n. Okay, so you can write annual cost is equals to present value. Annual cost is equals to present value multiplied with rate of interest upon 1 minus 1 plus I का whole की power minus n. So sometimes it can be asked in the form of formula in the multiple choice question, just like this value will be given or this value will be given. They will be asking about what will be the annual cost of the assets if present value is P. Okay, or if in the numerical if they are giving the present value is something amount, particular amount, rate of interest will be given, service life of that asset will be given, then you can calculate the annual cost of that asset for the particular year. Okay, so now I am going to teach you. So what basically we are doing in annualized cost. Okay, in annualized cost generally we are going to do only qualitative qualitative calculation. We are going to fix a qualitative calculation with the help of quantitative judgment. We are going to do nothing in the annualized cost. Generally we are just putting, or we are just going to set a qualitative calculation on the basis of quantitative calculation on the basis of a qualitative judgment and nothing else. Okay, understand with the help of an example. I am letting you to understand with by good example. Then you will be able to understand how we can calculate the annualized cost for that particular assets. Just like I am just taking two assets, asset A and asset B. Okay, asset A and asset B. For asset A, present original cost I am writing. Original cost for this asset is equals to 45,000. For the asset B is equals to 30,000. Okay. Now the service life N, that is equals to, for this is 10 years, for this is 10 years. Now operating cost is equals to 8,000 and here it is 50,000. Okay, 50,000. Now here rate of interest that is equals to here is 10% and here is 10%. Okay, so already I have defined you here. This is the rate of interest. Now what you can understand, here operating cost is given, okay, 10,000, and here operating cost is given 18,000, and it is annual operating cost I am writing. If annual operating cost, generally operating cost will be given in the annualized form. Okay, now how will you calculate these things? Just understand, if you want to calculate for project A, so you can write formula P is equals to R 1 plus I whole की power n minus 1 upon I into 1 plus I whole की power n. So here you can calculate R. So 45,000, that is equals to R into 1.1 का whole की power 10 minus 1 upon 0.1 multiplied with 1 की power 1.1 की power 10. So from here, if you will see, then you can get the value of here I am writing is R1 that is equals to 7323.54 rupees per year. You can write it in 7323.54 rupees per year. Now, if you want to calculate, this is operating costs. Okay, so total annual cost of A, that is equal to how much? 7323.54 plus 8000. If you will add it, then you will be getting 15323.54 rupees per year. That much amount. Okay. Now, if you want to calculate for project B, then again you can write that is equals to 30,000. Okay, that is equals to, I am just writing R2 1.1 की whole to power 10 minus 1 upon 0.1 multiplied with 1.1 की power whole की power 10. So if you will calculate from here, you will be getting R2 equals to 488.2.3 rupees per year. Here it is here R2 is what? The value of R2, that is equals to what? Each and every year you are going to convert this 30,000 rupees into annual cost, and that is it. Okay. Now the operating cost for this is here annual operating cost, that is given in the question, that is equals to 15,000. That is equals to 15,000. So if you want to write, then you can write. I am just roughing it out. So if you from here you can calculate total annual cost of project B, that is equals to how much? So here you have got the 482.3 rupees, 482.3 plus 15,000 rupees per year. So after calculation you will be getting 19,882.3 rupees per year. So my dear friend, if you will see annual operating cost AOC of A, that was equals to how much amount of rupees? 15,323.5 rupees per year. And if you will see annual operating cost of B, that is equals to the amount 19,882.3 rupees per year. Now what you have to do, just you are going to select the attractive project on the basis of annual cost. So here you will see the annual operating cost of total annual cost of project A is 15,000 and total annual cost of project B is 19,000. So the annual cost of I am writing here is only annual cost. Okay. Or annual cost of project A is less than as compared to annual cost of project B. So our if the annual cost of project we will be get more attracted towards those projects which are having less annual cost as compared to the project which will be having more annual cost. So here in these examples you can see the project A is having less amount of annual cost than as compared to the project B. So our project is project A will be more attractive as compared to project B. So we will be more interested in investing our capital in project A as compared to the project B. Okay. So this was the topics that I have taught here right now on the basis of annualized cost. Each and everything I think up to this year you all have understood these things. Now understand what is these things. 7330. I am just letting you to understand with the help of a cash flow diagram. Then it will be very clear to all of you. For project A, what is happening here? If you will see here, the N is equals to service life is 10 years. Here you are going to invest an amount of how much rupees? For project A I am writing, you are going to invest an amount of 45,000 rupees. Now here you are getting each and every year okay, at N is equals to 1, N is equals to 2, at N is equals to 3, N is equals to 4, N is equals to 5, N is equals to 6, and so on. You will be getting here how much amount? 7323.54, again 7323.54, 7323.54. So now what is happening here, if you will be converting, just rough it out, here I am writing 45,000. If you will be converting it, all these amount into the annualized cost, no? If you will be converting all these amount in its present value, okay, in its present value, after calculation of present value, then how much amount of you will be getting? If you will just calculate, so here I am just converting it into the present value, then here you will be getting 7323.54 upon 1.1 plus 7323.54 upon 1.1 whole square plus so on 7323.54 upon 1.1 whole to power 10. So now if you will add all these things, all these value, because already I told you, if you are going to convert all the cash flow in its present value, then the sum of all these cash flow will give you the net original value of that asset. So you will get 45,000 from here. You will be getting 45,000 here. If you are getting 45,000 from this particular value, then your answer is correct. But if you are not getting 45,000 after calculation of this value, then your answer will be wrong. So you can check your answer while calculation of these things also. And how it has come, already I have told you how this formula has come. We are doing these things only, okay. Already from here you can go from here, because it will be a GP term, and already you all know the sum of GP Sn is equal to, you can write sum of GP is equal to A R t all n minus 1 upon r minus 1. That is the same thing I am doing right now in this formula only, okay. So you can do these things for project B also. So the same thing will happen, okay. So my dear friend, just practice this question. It is one of the good question that I have shown you right now on the board. In the next lecture I will be solving some different numericals that GATE has not asked up to this, okay, on the basis of permanent permanent investment. Already up to this time GATE has not asked the question on the basis of permanent investment. If you are going to invest some amount of money in a project, and in the question they are asking about, we are investing 10,000 rupees for the permanent setup, for the permanent infrastructure building. These types of questions GATE has not asked up to this. So I will be discussing in the next lecture that types of question, okay. So thank you for this lecture, okay. Bye.